Meantime, peaceful protests and prayer vigils across Western Mass show one message today: unity. Western Mass News reporter Leon Purvis live outside of Springfield City Hall with more on the events from earlier today. Leon?
Chris, elected officials, law enforcement, and protesters all agreed the officer who put his knee on George Floyd's neck is wrong. They're all feeling the pain, but coming together by standing together. Protesters in Holyoke marched from City Hall down to the police station. They wanted their voices to be heard. People of all races coming together to show others to take a stand against racism.
As a black man, when I see somebody tolerating racism, honestly, it's enraging. I mean, if you sit by and you let it continuously happen, you're contributing to the problem that's going to further divide America.
It's really simple. If a police officer kills someone or arrests someone unjustly or really commits a crime in general, they should be held accountable just like we are held accountable.
Members of the Holyoke Police Department are angry with what happened to Floyd. The city's police chief joined the march at the request of the protesters.
I think what happened was outrageous. It was infuriating. I understand that. I think I haven't found a police officer that I know that agrees with that. I think they're all upset. It sets us all back. It makes us. It's just a bad thing for everybody in the community. So I had no problem coming down and marching with them.
And we said it was egregious. We said it was indefensible, and it was. The officer belongs in jail. I think he's on his way there. So, you know, we're all about what happened is horrible, but we're all about also showing you what we have done and how we are different.
Springfield Police Commissioner CHERYL CLAPPROOD joined elected officials, religious leaders, and Black Lives Matter protesters in a prayer vigil outside Springfield City Hall for George Floyd. She mentioned how she stands with the peaceful protesters and is willing to march with them. Also, the protesters on Main Street in Springfield were chanting Black Lives Matter. As people were driving by, they beeped their horns, held their fists up in the air to the protesters. Some of the men even laid on the ground, put their hands behind their back, turned their head, and said, "I can't breathe." They want everyone to understand and join in on advocating for the cause.
So when you put all the pieces of the puzzle together, it creates this big, beautiful picture. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to just create unity and love for gay rights, women's rights, black rights, George Floyd, for all of America. It's time. It's now.
The protests in honor of George Floyd continue tomorrow in Springfield, starting at Central High School and ending up at the police department. Live in Springfield, Leon Purvis, Western Mass News.